Well, good morning, folks. It's Richard Gene the Fishing Machine here. Kindly nippy this morning. In fact, it could rain. It's a great day to go fishing. It just is, especially for crappie. Now, I'm going to be fishing flats. We've had 2 days, no, almost 3 days, excuse me, of warmer weather. Now, it's been a cold winter. But yeah, we've had 3 days where the highest was, probably up 50, 55 degrees, and that's perfect weather for this. When you get a couple of days of a little bit of sun on the water, a little warmer temperatures than normal, what you're going to have is a movement of shad. They're going to come off the main lake and they're going to jump up on the flats. Little bitty shad, anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. And what happens, a few crappie will follow them up onto the flat and feed on them. They're going to always be behind the bait. And the reason why I'm going to use an underspin today is because of this blade. That blade flashes. Shad are silverish white in color. And also, the water clarity is not too bad right now. So I'm going to use a natural looking bait on the back of this underspin. I catch a lot of fish like that, folks, on days like today. Let's go fishing. Whoa! My #1 bait on shallow flats, as far as locating fish and, well, catching them, is going to be an underspin. Now, that's a 1/16 of an ounce underspin, pink head, and a natural, I believe that's called the Natural Minnow by Bobby Garland is what I have on the back of it. Using 4-pound test, Mr. Crappie line, high vis, and an 8-foot Canyon Creek Super Ultralight rod. Limber. You can get a long cast out of it. And I'm just using a Daiwa Reverus 2500 size reel. Let's make us another cast. Boy, that's a long cast. I can reach way out there. This is a 8-foot Super Ultralight Canyon Creek rod. Limber, 8 feet long. Made the order to make long cast. That's a good fish right here. Long cast in this skinny water. I'm fishing in 2 to 3 feet of water. Right here, that's a good fish. Now this is a lot of fun. This is a whole lot of fun, folks. I might be able to flip him. Oh yeah. Is that not a good fish right there? That's just not no jumbo, but that's a good doggone crappie. I love it. I love to catch these dudes. Whoa. Let him go. On a shallow flat like this, folks, just a steady wind to get the job done. The blade has got enough action in it to generate the strike. Another thing that I do that helps me catch a lot of fish in skinny water like this, I don't use a trolling motor much at all, folks. Only when I need it. And another thing, you can mask your location by throwing towards the wind. See, the wind's coming to me. The sound is transmitted behind the boat when I do have to use this trolling motor, and that's a plus. That allows me to catch far more fish by doing this in skinny water. There's one. Man, oh man, what are you trying to do, folks? What did I say? I was in one of those deep trances again, excuse me. What are you trying to do, Crappie? Sling that out of your mouth? Did y'all hear that? That's how, oh my goodness, that's a heavy fish. That's how deep of a trance I was in. I went several casts without getting a bite right there. I said, what am I doing wrong? Well, I wasn't doing anything wrong. They're just scattered. Every once in a while, I'll hit a little place out here where there's 2 or 3 bites, just real quick, and then all of a sudden they're gone. This is what I refer to as milling around. There's nothing to hold them. They're just out here eating the shad. That's all they're doing. They're actively feeding because we're fixing to have some bad weather. You know, usually crappie are structure oriented or they're cover oriented, but this is a situation I love to get into right here, late fall, winter time, when you can catch them really feeding on these flats. It's a special thing. Usually don't last long, not around here. Our weather is so unpredictable and unstable in the wintertime. It changes, and you have to change with the fish to keep on top of crappie. Movingest fish in the world. They never stay put. They're always moving. But the thing about it is they're moving with the bait. So that means an angler needs to keep up with the bait and how they move around in these big lakes like this. I've mentioned that before. It is so important to know where the bait is and how it moves according to the weather conditions. That's all they are to it. Nothing big old words and stuff like that is not necessary when it comes to the sport of fishing. Come on. There's a few fish right there in front of me. There he is too. I just kept that steady wind. He was following right behind it and he finally committed. Golly, you hard pulling little thing. Well, he ain't too little, is he, folks? Alright. Let's let him go right here. I'm catching the fire out of him. Yeah, an underspin, let me finish what I was saying, is a very aggressive bait when it comes to crappie fishing, but a lot of times sometimes you have to have that, but just a slow, steady wind is the deal. Usually. Sometimes you might want to pause it just like that, then bring it. Pause it. Usually when you get a bite like that, when you pause it, you'll see that line go boom. My, look at there, what a long cast. It just whoops it out there, way out there. And there's a fish. I hit one right in the head. Right in the head, right. My. What about that? That fish had it on the fall. He hit it on the fall. Quit. Doggone nice one too. Let's see. Yeah, we got him hooked good enough. That's another black crappie. I almost messed up. See that? I set the hook a little bit too hard right there on that fish. But now I'm going to tell you, an underspin ain't no joke. Not just in the winter time, folks. Springtime, summer, it don't make any difference. These baits right here will catch fish. All right. Let's catch another one. Whoa. Let's catch another one. Whoa. That doggone bursel. Them old ear hairs has got to be 2 inches long. Old Curly widens. Let's catch another one. Clarks, I reckon we're just gonna have to eat soup. That's all that old woman will fix for me is soup, 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 soup. Soup every day. Soup, 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 soup. I'm tired of soup. That water is shallow. I can see the bottom. Right there where I caught that fish, I can see the bottom, folks. That's how shallow those fish went. I've been following this school, fan casting, and following this school. This ain't unusual. I've seen this happen many, many a time. Golly, every one of these fish are just fat. Beautiful fish right here. Look at that. My goodness, let's let him go right here. Well, folks, it's simple. Fishing is real simple. The right technique, the right depth, and the right pattern. I put fish in your boat, and I appreciate everything that y'all have done for this channel. God bless each and every one of y'all. Hey. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good food.